Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video. Hey, y'all, I am back from a mini vacay. It was refreshing. It was so dope. But I went to Tampa, Florida for one of my good friends. She got married. Congratulations to Omar and Shayna. You know, definitely wish y'all happiness in the future. And God, you know, bless y'all with that positivity over your marriage. It was a beautiful wedding. It was so dope. So I was just so excited to get back in front of y'all and give y'all some bangers for the week. But as y'all can hear, I came in with my guy, PJ Morton. You know, I've been talking about this Gumbo album so highly about it. You know, I even did a video maybe about 2 weeks ago about talking about the Gumbo album. I love it. And my big bro Kill did a review on it because I was talking about it so highly. And he actually got PJ Morton on his podcast that he does. And, you know, I'm definitely a guest on there from time to time. And he got him on, and we did an hour and maybe like 20-minute interview with him. It didn't even feel like an interview. It just felt like us having a conversation. It was so dope, y'all. Kill put it out there yesterday. So if you haven't checked it out, I'm going to put it in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. It was funny. We bugged out. You know, me and my big bro go back and forth like we normally do. So we had PJ Morton laughing. It was just so dope. So I want y'all to definitely check that out. And if you haven't checked out his album, the Gumbo album, you bugging because you're missing out on some good music. And like I told him, I feel like that album is giving you Songs in the Key of Life, Intervisions, and it's giving you the first finale. And for me, that is Stevie Wonder's classic period. And for having an album like that and have that type of feel, it was just so dope for real. But again, I'm gonna put it in the more info box. I definitely want y'all to check it out. It was definitely an honor for us to, you know, really be interviewing him and telling him how much we love the album. So I'm gonna put that in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. But I got 4 bangers for y'all this week for R&B bangers. So hopefully when y'all hear them, y'all support them, y'all love them, and let's get it started. Starting with the Funky Divas. They are one of my favorite female groups of the 90s. About a month ago, I did a video celebrating the 25th anniversary of their classic album, Funky Divas. If you don't know the biggest song off there, well, they had a couple of biggest songs over that album. But if you don't remember, I can give y'all this one that I think we all remember. And this was, I think, the biggest hit off the album. Even though they had a couple of hits off the album, but this one was the biggest record. And it goes a little something like this. No, you're ever gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it. Never ever gonna get it. Ooh, I love that, man. But you know, while I was getting ready to do the video, the 25th anniversary video for them, I was searching for interviews, and I saw Terry was saying, yo, we got a new album coming out. And, you know, she was doing a lot of interviews that I was listening to, and she was like, in Vogue, got a new album coming out. And I was like, oh, yo, I was excited. I was like, but, you know, on, you know, Junior's World of Soul, we keep it real. And I'm going to keep it real. It's hurting my heart that we're not getting the original 4 with the drama that they're going through and the suing and all that. It kind of hurts my heart because that Funky Divas album is a big part of my childhood, and I explained that in the video that I did. But I have to give respect to Rhonda. She's been earning her keeps. I gotta respect it. She's been there since I think 2003, if I'm not mistaken, and she's been earning her keeps. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta respect it, even though it hurts a little that I'm not getting Dawn, Terry, Maxine, and Cindy. But you know what I'm saying? Rhonda is definitely earning her place in Vogue. And what I can say is I am glad that Terry and Cindy and Rhonda is definitely keeping, you know, the legacy going by making music and touring and, you know, just keeping the En Vogue brand alive, which I definitely respect that for real, for real. So, you know, maybe a couple of months ago, they brought out a song that I did on R&B Bangers called Deja Vu. Definitely gave you that En Vogue flavor. It was very smooth, but it was still you know, it gave you that In Vogue vibe, and it was called Deja Vu again. And if you were under a rock and didn't know it, I give y'all a little sample, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Back up. Come on, don't do me there. Yeah, it's like funky, you know what I mean? Make you little rock a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Deja vu. Yeah, I like that. You know, the harmonies is there, which that's what we love In Vogue for real. So, you know, I was rocking to that song, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm feeling this. So when Terry was saying they had a new album coming, it was like, you know, I was always like, when are we going to get another single? When are we going to get another single? But I didn't want to rush it because the girls were touring and they were doing their thing, you know what I mean? So Thursday, before I was leaving to go to Florida, I saw somebody come on my timeline and say, yo, In Vogue got a new joint. I was like, word? They got a new joint? And then the song was produced by Raphael Saadiq. Now, I've talked about Raphael Saadiq so many times on Junior's World of Soul. I say he is one of my favorite producers of all time. He is so underrated. It's crazy. It bothers me that people started getting into him just because of the Solange album, but it's all good. He can get that kind of shine, but Raphael Saadiq been around for a long time, since 1988 when he was with Tony. But anyway, I was like, yo, if this joint is produced by Raphael Saadiq, I know this joint was going to be a banger. And let me tell you something. When I listened to it, again, it was a banger. Raphael blessed In Vogue with I'm Good. And this joint goes a little something like this, yo. I've been rocking to it. I brought it on iTunes because I need to hear that song. It's just crazy. It's soulful. It still gives you that In Vogue flavor. But you know Raphael going to put that soul on it. And it got that bass knocking on it. It's amazing. But I could talk all day. But here is I'm Good. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Oh, that joint is funky. Y'all cannot tell me that joint don't knock, yo. And then Raphael got that bass in there. Knock, I'm good. Woo! I was like, yo, this joint is a banger, yo. So, for real, I am so happy that the girls are coming back with an album. The joint is called Electric Cafe. They got production from them joints. Raphael Saadiq, and of course, they are back with the creators of In Vogue, Thomas McElroy and Denzel Foster. So, you know, they still giving us the essence of why we fell in love with In Vogue, but they're also working with new producers. They're working with Raphael, they're working with them joints. So, I'm kind of waiting to see where the Funky Divas is going to bring us, you know what I mean? Especially if we're not getting the original 4. We're getting the 3, and I think I'm ready for it. They was just on Good Morning America. They did their thing, so I'm waiting for this joint. But this joint, I'm Good, is a banger. It's on iTunes. It's on all your streaming networks. Y'all need to check it out. Go support this joint for real, because I'm just glad that In Vogue is making good music. And this song right here is good. So check it out. I'm Good by In Vogue. Now, the next artist is an artist who I consider as one of the best writers of this era. Coming from the compound, my brother Neo. Neo released his nonfiction album in 2015. That was with the joint with Juicy J, the joint with what's his name, Young Jeezy, and then he had Religious, which is a dope joint. My mom even liked that joint, so you know. She is real hard for her to like some new joints, but she liked Religious. She thought that joint was dope. So when I saw that Neo had a new joint, I was like, okay, what is Neo going to come with this time? He always brings some new flavor every album that he comes out with, because Neo's music will always have a place in my heart, and I tell you why. Because from In My Own Words to Year of the Gentleman was like a part of my college memories. Like those 3 albums, you know what I mean? Even though I started in 2005, but 2006 is kind of when I, you know, was in college. I was in there a year, you know what I mean? I was alright, you know what I mean? Getting used to the college life, and then In My Own Words came out. Then in 2007, he came with Because of You, and in 2008, he came with Year of the Gentleman, which was the ish. So, you know, songs like When You Mad, Time, Can We Chill, Gone Girl, Miss Independent. But I must say, I might put my school on blast, but it don't matter. At Capital College, everybody loved Lie to Me. Hey, we was all going through some things. So Lie to Me was the joint that everybody loved off Year of the Gentleman. We wanted that joint to be a single. Man, yo, let me tell you something. If that joint was being played in every dorm room, like, for real, we loved that song, for real, for real. But, I was like, what is Neil gonna do? So, when I went on, one of my favorite websites, you know, I got sold.com, and I saw that he had a joint, I said, okay, let's check it out. So, when I heard it, it's kind of giving me a little bit of Because of You and Red, the album Red. I'm kind of getting those two because of You was really, really strictly R&B to me. And then when he got to Red, when he did the Lazy Love and Miss Jealous and all that, it was kind of R&B-ish to me. So I was getting that feeling. I was like, yo, I can dig this. So the joint is called Earn Your Love. And I think it's a banger for real. So I had to talk about it on R&B bangers. And it goes a little something like this. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. And here we go. And it's smooth. It's a smooth track. It's smooth. Here we go. Brother, baby, don't just give it. Let me earn your love. And I'm worth it. Everything to you, I'm worth it. Woo! That joint knock, yo. It's smooth, you know what I mean? You know, this joint reminds me of getting off on a Friday, and it's a nice day, and you roll down the windows, and you like rocking. It's like me feeling like I'm at home when I'm at home in New York. And it's like I'm getting off work, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to go scoop up moms. You know what I mean? We about to hit the bar after work, driving through the tunnel to go get her, and the joint just knocking in my car. And it just gave me that type of vibe, for real, for real. So I was like, Neo, you got one with this joint. You need to bring this joint out as a single. We need a video. Yo, I know it's going, you got that creative mind when it comes to video. So I know you can do something with the video. So hopefully he bring this joint out. And again, shout out to I got sold.com for, letting me hear this Neo joint for real. Because this joint is an R&B joint. So, Neo, this joint is a banger. Earn Your Love. Now, the next artist I found by mistake. I really found him by mistake. And it's crazy because one day I was on YouTube and I was typing my favorite song of all time. If you know me by now, I talk about it. I say it's 6 minutes and 17 seconds of musical heaven. It's by Mary J. Blige, I Never Want to Live Without You. And like I said, if you know me, that song means so much to me. So I was like, when I saw that somebody remade it, I was like, hold up. Now, if you're going to make this song, you better make it right. And I was like, well, who is this? So when I saw his name is Brad Marquis. So I was like, oh, hell no. This dude better not fuck up this song, because if he do, we gonna have some problems. Because this song is too dear to me. And if you gonna remake the joint, you better do it right. And then I saw on like the caption that it was, the title was Men That Love Mary. And it was hosted by Chucky Thompson. Now I'm like, Chucky Thompson is the big part of the My Life album. So I'm like, he's not going to co-sign somebody that's gonna be whack. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me listen to this joint. And when I say that Brad did his thing on it, I couldn't even hate on it. And what I like is he made it his own. He didn't try to do the same runs as Mary. He didn't try to, you know, kind of like be the same Mary, like not mock her or copy her. Even though it was her song, he made it his own. And his vocals runs was crazy. He was doing it for real. Because listen, Brad, if you do watch this, if you would have messed up this song, me and you would have had some issues. We would have had some problems. Because that song, it don't. We would have just had problems. Just leave it at that. But you killed it. And I can't even hate on it for real. And that brother was singing. And I mean really singing. And I really appreciated that. So, but it was crazy because I heard Brad's song before, but I didn't put the two and two together. And it's a big record for him. And my mom actually sent me this song because she heard it on WBLS. And then she sent it to me, was like, yo, you heard this song? And I had to make sure, and then I looked in my text, and I was like, yep, my mom sent me this song. The joint is called Love Will Find a Way. And if you don't remember, it came out like 3 years ago. And it goes a little something like this. The joint is a banger for real. Definitely makes you move for real. So here we go. You know what I mean? It's a nice little bop. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. So I've been following him on Snapchat, which I'm gonna need y'all to follow this brother on Snapchat. I'm telling you, this brother sings like no bull, like he sings. So, you know, when I found out he had a new joint for real, and this time I found it on thisisrnb.com. And I was like, oh, okay, Brad Marquis got a new joint. Let me check this joint out. Let me tell y'all, this joint is a banger. I'm so glad he put that joint on iTunes, so you had to buy it. Or if you know, paying for Spotify or Apple Music or whatever streaming service you got, you had to with this song because this song is a banger. Like, he needs so much support from this record. Like, I love it. When I heard it, I was like, he got one. This joint is it. The joint is called Who Let You Go. Love the joint. I wish I can play the joint all the way through. That's how good the joint is. But it's all good. Give y'all a little sample. And it goes a little something like this. Hope y'all ready to move because this joint knocks. Here we go. You give me damn good loving. No, baby, I never had this kind of loving. Who let you go? Who let you go? I just want to say thank you. Who let you go? Who let you go? I just want to say thank you. Woo! That joint, oh my God, y'all. I wish I could give y'all so much more of this song, but this song goes in, yo, for real. And this brother, again, I say he sings. He don't need no auto-tune. You know what I mean? He don't need no computer's help for his vocals because the vocals is there over a current beat. Like, you can't even hate on it. He's singing and it's on a current beat. Like, it can rock. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, for real, support this brother. I'm telling y'all, on his SoundCloud, which is information, I'm putting them on info box. He did a performance at the Apollo, a song for you. Yo, killed it. Do you hear me? Even the audience is going nuts, for real. This dude sings, and he needs the support, for real. I'm going to put all his joints in the more info box of SoundCloud, his YouTube, all that good stuff. Brad Marquis, with Who Let You Go. It's on iTunes. This joint is crazy. I love it, and it's such a banger, and I had to talk about it on R&B Bangers. The last joint, the last artist is I talked about a couple of times. His name is Jacob Banks. Very soulful. It was 2 songs that I talked about. The first one was Unholy War, and to give y'all a sample of that, it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Dude is so soulful. It's bananas. Let redemption keep you warm, so you better run. Woo! Soulful as heck, right? And he's from London, but he got that soul vibe is there, yo. Oh my God. And then the next joint is called Chain Smoking. And this song, I love this song because it's about truth. And, you know, he was talking about the issues that, you know, hard times that we deal with. You know what I mean? It was just such a truthful song. And that's what R&B soul is about. It's about truth and putting truth into your music. So people can, you know, when it's from the heart, it reaches the heart. And a song like Chain Smoking was one of those joints. And if you didn't know the song, give you a sample of it, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Smoking your love can be good for my sanity, can be good for my love. Chain smoking your love. That joint knock, yo. It got a little knock to it, but it's still soulful as hell. Oh my God. So so when I was talking about these 2 songs, I said, yo, he got a new EP coming out. It's called The Boy Who Cried Freedom. And I was like, yo, I can't wait till the joint come out, and I want to see how the joint is. Well, the joint came out, and the joint is dope. Oh my God. I was like, yo, and it's an EP, and it's 5 songs, or 5 to 7, one of them. Well, it doesn't matter, but you definitely got to check out the EP. And I was like, you know what? For all that, I got to talk about one of his songs on R&B Bangers, for real, for real. So the song off the EP that I'm going to talk about is Part-Time Love. It's bluesy. If you love Adele, you will love him. You will love this song. It gives you that feel, for real, for real. And it's not much I can say. The joint is called Part-Time Love, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. When the morning comes, you forget why we are here. Part-time love. You come in every shade of blue. Like, it's just so bluesy, and what I really, really like about this song is the fact that it gives me Sam Cooke, it gives me Royce, it gives me Bobby Womack, and it gives me Otis Redding. And with all that being said, that gives me flashbacks of when me and my grandfather used to have our talks, and he used to really talk to me about life and the things he was dealing when he was a kid, like racism and you know, just life, you know what I mean? And just to sit there and listen to him and try to get as much as knowledge as I can. And when I was listening to this song, the first thing I was thinking about, I was like, oh, I wish my grandfather was here. I could, you know, be like, Granddad, I heard this song that really reminded, you know, of me and you talking, you know what I mean? And he'd have been like, oh, well, let me hear it. You know, I might like it too. So it gave me that flashback of that conversation between me and him, and it kind of made me miss him, you know what I mean? So this joint, Part-Time Love, is a banger, but his whole EP, The Boy That Cried Freedom, yo, it is, if you are R&B soul head like me, you will really, really enjoy this album, for real, for real. And Part-Time Love by Jacob Banks. And those are your 4 bangers this week. In Vogue, I'm Good. Neo with Earn Your Love. Brad Marquis with Who Let You Go. And Jacob Banks with Part-Time Love. All these joints is bangers. All of them need shine on mainstream radio. You know, I think they're better than a lot of the songs that's actually on mainstream radio. I feel like these songs deserve the same respect. If you giving people like that they clearing, they saying that's R&B, like Drake and you know, the Rihanna and all this stuff, if they can get 1,000 spins every hour, give these songs like 50 spins. I guarantee you people will really, really enjoy it, because people like these people that I talked about on these bangers actually have voices. They actually can sing. So when they need to do it live, they sound great, rather than lip syncing or sounding a mess. So for me, that's why I do R&B bangers. So artists like these can get shine, because they're very deserving of it. And, you know, I hopefully all the 4 joints that I gave y'all enjoy it. Y'all go out there, support, talk about it on your Instagram, talk about it on your Twitter, talk about it, you know, pass the word around, you know what I mean? Because I really want R&B to get, real R&B to get the respect that it definitely deserves. I'm sick of us going under the radar, especially with a genre that I love so much. But y'all know I gotta go on a little rant before I get up out of here. So I'm gonna go out with one of my favorite artists of all time, Miss Mary J. Blige. And yes, I know she was part of my last 3 videos because I talked about her Strength of a Woman album. But since the Strength of a Woman album debuted at #1 on the R&B charts, I said, why not end with a song? Because, come on, 25 years in this game and still making #1 albums. Come on, bow down to the queen. That's all I gotta say. But I'm gonna go out with one of my favorite joints off the Strength of a Woman album. It's number, I want to say the right one. I think it's number 13. 13. Tell the Truth. Love that joint. It's so different, but it's still Mary, but it's so different, but yet it's current. It's just dope. And this is a banger, and maybe Mary need to bring this out after Glow Up. Glow Up needs to be out now, but this song bangs just as well, and it goes a little something like this. And here we go. We're going to exit the video like this. Come on, Mary. Here we go. Woo! Hey, I'm out, y'all. Peace.